All right, so there we heard her saying she feared for her life. But I guess, Michael, the jury must not have believed her on that video. She didn't testify. They did see that interrogation video. They must not have believed what she was saying.
One of the jurors must have said, hey, listen, she has had a bunch of self-serving statements after the fact. I don't think a juror would have believed that she opened up Chapter 776 of the Florida Penal Code and researched, what justification would have happened. But I know that the debate in that jury room would have centered around whether or not she feared for her life, or whether a reasonably prudent person would have feared for her life. We know that her defense attorneys brought in evidence that, her friend was raped and bound and all these things, right? They wanted to recreate in the jury's mind, hey, this person would have thought something different than somebody else. Also, her door had previously been broken down. They did a fantastic job.
They did.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. This is another, I don't know what's going on in the state of Florida, Judge Jesse. They're turning out cases that are going to be taught in law schools. This is a case that a law professor would have to teach his kids, because it could have really gone either way. If the jury would have came back and acquitted her, I wouldn't have been surprised.
I agree with you. It could have gone either way. And again, it was her state of mind. Would a reasonable person have been in fear for their life? Let's listen also to the description of Owens, the victim in this case, who is unfortunately deceased as a result of this gunshot wound, and what was said about her trying to get inside of that door the defendant shot through.
So AJ, she came to your door.
Oh yeah.
And she was
pounding on it. I was like, what the hell? My cat's going to fling it.
What was she saying? Was she saying anything?
You don't talk to my sons. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, oh, and I was like in tears. I'm like shaking, and I'm like, oh my God. And I thought she had gone away, and then she starts banging again. I'm like, oh.
Did she try to come inside?
She was trying as hard as she could.
And what do you mean?
That door was moving. And I'm like, holy
did she try the door handle, or was she just beating on it to try to push it in, or what?
She was just, just trying to push it in, and I was like, oh my God.
So what was she saying again?
She's like, you can't talk to my sons that way. I'm like, you're trespassing,
So you were communicating with her through the door?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, just leave. I don't want to hear it. Now I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And I didn't think too much of it until she really started pounding that door. And I'm like, oh my God. Then I got scared, like terrified, scared.